08708 or 0976 543822 or 0965 691909. Papino Investments, the home of live fish.
This is Hope Channel Zambia, television that changes lives. You're just in time for the news. Let's take a look at stories making headlines. Government saddened by death of 15-year-old boy at the hands of a ZNS officer. Bank of Zambia increases monetary policy rate points to 11.0%. FRA pays all farmers who supplied crops in this year's crop marketing season. And in Adventist international news, Adventist initiatives support Fiji's fight against diabetes and also to enhance healthcare access. These stories plus more coming up shortly.
Are you ready to unlock a world of opportunities? Look no further than Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute. At Wansanje, we offer a passport to international recognition through a wide range of courses in various fields. Choose from our courses in travel and tourism, business administration, hospitality management, computer science and cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, food production, electrical, graphic designing, computer studies, and many more. With our expert faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, you will gain the skills you need to excel in your chosen field. For further inquiries, call us on 0211 220 286 or 0977 603389 or visit us in person at Kenneth Kaunda House, Cairo Road, next to the Bank of Zambia. You can also reach out to us via email at wtticollege@gmail.com. Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute is registered with the VETA and ICM, ensuring the high standards of education and recognition. Don't wait. Come and excel with us today at Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bright SINKOZI with the details. George KALIMUKWA is our sign language interpreter. Government says it is saddened by the death of a 15-year-old boy who was shot at by a Zambia National Service ZNS officer this week. Yesterday, news went round that a ZNS officer shot dead a 15-year-old boy identified as Crispin Wunda of Mufulira's Kankoyo Township on the Copper Belt. Copper Belt Police Commanding Officer Piswell Mwemba said the shooting happened when ZNS officers were conducting an anti-smuggling operation in the area, and during the process, at an unknown house number suspected to be harboring the millimuu, officers met resistance as they tried to get in, prompting them to fire live bullets. He said one bullet caught the boy who was watching from his parents' house and sadly died on the spot. According to Mr. Mwemba, the incident sparked a riot that resulted in the damaging of Kankoyo police post. Meanwhile, Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo has condemned the killing of the young boy, saying his death could have been avoided. The lawmaker has since tasked the investigative wing to investigate the matter and has appealed to Mufulira's Kankoyo community members to remain calm as they wait the next course of action. Zambia National Service has taken over all funeral expenses.
And as Minister for Copperbelt Province, I want to put it clearly that we are saddened by the killing of Crispin Wunda, a 15-year-old boy who was shot in Kankoyo in Mufulira. His Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema is on record, and will always be on record, including all of us, condemning the killing of citizens in any circumstance. So I want to say that as government, as minister for the province, what transpired is very regrettable, and we are saddened by the loss of a young boy. That death should have been avoided, and the officers or whoever was involved avoided to use live ammunition. I think live ammunition can only be used, should be a least thing any officer or anyone who think of using, especially to people who are harmless. So as government, we are also saddened for that loss. We sympathize with the family. Our prayers are with the family and the community of Kankoyo constituency. We regret what transpired, and as Minister for Copperbelt Province, I've asked the wings to investigate thoroughly and tell the nation and all of us exactly what transpired. I also want to put it on record that government through ZNS has taken over the expense of the funeral by providing foodstuffs for the funeral, and we are also willing to provide the coffin and other necessary expenses such as transport until our boy will be put to rest. I want to appeal to the community of Mufulira and Copperbelt at large that yes, we understand what happened was painful, but I want to appeal for calm as we allow the investigative wings to come up with exactly what transpired, and then the next course of action will be taken.
Now, member of the Lusaka City Council Public Health Committee, who also is Kamwala Ward Councillor Nainda Simata, has urged Evelyn Horn College management to adhere to Lusaka City Council's order to fix all the dirty and leaking student toilets and water reticulation systems with immediate effect. On the 14th of November 2023, Lusaka City Council issued an ultimatum to management at the Institution of Higher Learning to fix toilets following numerous complaints from students suffering from repeated cases of diarrhea and fungal infections due to the dirty state of toilets and contaminated drinking water. Mr. Simata, who brought the matter to the attention of the Lusaka City Council Public Health Committee, said their refusal by the school management to comply with the local authorities' ultimatum posed both a health and security risk. In other news, the Bank of Zambia, BOZ, has increased the monetary policy rate by 100 basis points to 11.0%. The decision comes in response to both current and anticipated inflation deviating from the 6 to 8% target band. According to Bank of Zambia Governor Danny Kalyaria, if left unchecked, inflation could pose a risk of becoming anchored above the target band, challenging the attainment of macroeconomic stability. He, however, stated that the decision will result in the brighter growth prospects than projected in August. Dr. Kalyaria said Monetary Policy Committee is of the view that growth will be sustained over the medium to long term, with the economy projected to grow faster at 4.3% than the previous forecast of 2.7%. The governor said the committee also took into account stability in the financial sector and sustained progress on fiscal consolidation in arriving at its decision. He said the positive spillovers from reaching a staff-level agreement on the second review of the IMF Extended Credit Facility on November 20th, 2023, and progress on external debt restructuring are essential for macroeconomic stability.
Inflation pressures have persisted since the last MPC meeting in August. Inflation rose to an average of 11% in the third quarter from 9.9% in the second quarter. And in October, we saw that inflation on month increased to 12.6% from 12% in September. The prices are largely driven or mostly driven by maize and its products. I think this is a story which you are all familiar with, but this is coupled with the increase in fuel prices. The depreciation of the kwacha against the US dollar also has been a cross-cutting problem for inflationary pressures that we are facing. The MPC decided to raise the monetary policy rate by 100 basis points to 11% due to current and projected inflation moving further away from the 6 to 8% target band. The committee judged that if left unchecked, inflation could become anchored at above target levels, thereby making it harder to achieve macroeconomic stability. Therefore, in the environment we have found ourselves in, a much stronger policy response is warranted to anchor inflation expectations and bring inflation back into the 6 to 8% target band. The positive spillovers from reaching a staff-level agreement on the second review of the IMF Extended Credit Facility on November 20th, 2023, and the progress on external debt restructuring are essential for macroeconomic stability. Decisions on the policy rate will continue to be guided by inflation outcomes, focus, and identify the risks, including those associated with financial stability and external debt restructuring. The bank stands ready to take appropriate action should inflation persist above the 6 to 8 target band.
The Food Reserve Agency, FRA, has paid all farmers that supplied crops in this year's crop marketing season. I'll read that again. The Food Reserve Agency, FRA, says it has paid all farmers that supplied their crops during this year's crop marketing season that closed on 31st October 2023. FRA Public Relations Coordinator John Chipandwe says a total of 1,943,195,420 kwacha was paid to farmers countrywide that supplied crops to the agency. Mr. Chipandwe says from the total amount paid out 1,942,776,920 kwacha was paid to farmers who supplied grade A white maize, while the balance went to farmers that supplied other crops. He states that this implies that the agency during this year's crop marketing season purchased a total of 6,938,489 by 50 kilogram bags of maize. Mr. Chipandwe said during this year's crop marketing season, FRA operated a total of 1,301 satellite depots countrywide compared to 1,208 depots that were operational last year, representing a 7.7% increase. You are watching the news on Hope Channel Zambia just now. Let's take a break. More stories still to come. Do stay with us.
Enjoy amazing deals, great content, and big savings this Black Friday with Top Star. From 20th to 30th November, enjoy massive discounts and save up to 50 kwacha on your DTT decoder at a slice price of 249 kwacha. Hurry now while stocks last. The best time to grab yourself a Top Star decoder. Also enjoy up to 50% discount when paying your subscription. Pay for 2 months on Antenna Nova, Basic and Dish Nova, Smart Bouquet, and enjoy instant upgrade on the next higher bouquet. That's not all. Pay for 2 months on Antenna Classic or Dish Super and get 10 extra viewing days. It doesn't get bigger than this. Unwrap your festive gifts with amazing content on 4 newly added channels: Daily Drama and Deception on TLC, Crime and Investigation on ID, Discovery Channel, Boeing plus more. Hurry, don't miss on Top Star's incredible Black Friday deals. Top Star. Enjoy affordable TV.
Change your water and change your life.
Kanjin Water Zambia Limited brings to you microclastic highly alkaline water with the benefits of immunosystem booster, disease combating, and many more. For more information, dial the number 0976 096670. We are located in all around the country, Zambia.
Change your water and change your life. Change your water and change your Kanjin water.
Kanjin Water, change your life.
There is nothing quite like the thrill of catching your own fish. And at Papino Investments, we bring that experience to you. Papino Investments, the home of live fish, has everything you need to make your meals unforgettable.
It has a different taste, and that is why I enjoy coming to this place.
From live fish that you can catch for yourself to smoked fish, just chickens and beef, we have a wide range of products that will satisfy your shopping needs. And if you're looking for something else, we have a wide range of groceries to choose from, including Hope Channel decorders. At Papino Investments, payment is easy. You can pay with cash or use our mobile money services. Visit us today at Robert's Fish and Veggies Building, Challenge Market, Lusaka, or call us at 0955 108708 or 0976 543822 or 0965 691909. Papino Investments, the home of live fish.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. And now, for the rest of the news, we start with health matters, where the Ministry of Health has recorded a tremendous success in combating neglected tropical diseases, NTD, across the country. The neglected tropical diseases in the country consist of worms, elephantiasis, and trachoma. Ministry of Health Principal Investigator in Neglected Tropical Diseases, Dr. Konsiti Mwale, says out of 56 endemic districts in the country, only 7 districts have remained endemic of trachoma disease. Dr. Mwale says the ministry is now focusing to eliminate trachoma in Western Province. He says the ministry is working hard to ensure that trachoma is eliminated as it causes infectious blindness if not attended to on time. And NTD Program Manager Dr. Namasiko Siumbwa says the ministry has reached its final stage of the 5 rounds mass drug administration to areas that are supposed to address elephantiasis. Dr. Siumbwa says the public will be informed once the results are out from the data collected so far.
The NTD, which is Neglected Tropical Diseases Technical Working Group, and we have identified diseases as a means of health for elimination and in some cases for control. These include trachoma and LF, which is elephantiasis, and also intestinal worms, as some of the neglected tropical diseases, including schistosomiasis or rehizia. But focusing on trachoma, I would like to inform you that as Ministry of Health, we have made tremendous progress, in the sense that when we started this program around 2006, we had 56 endemic districts for trachoma in Zambia. As we speak, we have made significant progress. Only 7 out of 56 have remained endemic, and these are mostly in the western province of Zambia.
Fatty filariasis, or easier known as elephantiasis, is one of the neglected tropical diseases that we have in Zambia. So we started the work in 2003, and we managed to map the country, meaning we managed to determine how much elephantiasis we have in the country, in the different districts. So we have managed to conduct 5 rounds of mass drug administration. I think most of us are familiar with that term now, and that is the standard. The minimum actually is 5 rounds. You can actually go up to 6 rounds. So, and they have been uninterrupted. So now we've gone into the pre-transmission assessment survey phase. This is for Western Province, which is a little bit lagging behind a little bit. We've now gone into the transmission assessment survey phase. This is for the remaining 9 provinces. We just completed the exercise 2 weeks ago. So we are working on the data. We're just trying to clean it up. And then when the results are final, when we have the final results, we'll be able to share with the country, the same way the trachoma team managed to do. And that is also going to help us determine how we move forward. If we are going to need to conduct another round of mass drug administration or not. For bilharzia, right now, we actually have a mass drug administration going on in some of the districts. Unfortunately, we're not yet able to conduct the mass drug administration in all the districts that are qualified. So we have to go on a resource mobilization drive so that we can get support from our partners and others to help us conduct the mass drug administration.
We now turn our focus to religious news, and these are international stories. Sydney Adventist Hospital will now be able to change lives through earlier detection and treatment of cancer and brain diseases thanks to its new PET-CT scanner that features cutting-edge technology. The new scanner is housed at the hospital's new imaging center, launched on November 20th. The new facility, the Robert and Jane Cizetto PET-CT Center, was made possible through the generous the generosity of nuclear medicine physician Dr. Edwin Cizetto, who donated $7 million to build the center in honor of his parents. An additional $500,000 was donated towards the new center by the hospital's philanthropy arm, Sun Foundation. The new technology brings good news for the Sun's patients with increased scanning capacity, more accuracy, and less exposure to radiation. The Robert and Jane Cizetto PET CT Center also houses a dedicated radiopharmaceutical laboratory, hot lab, reporting rooms, and a large waiting area. The center was carefully designed and built to ensure good workflow and improved radiation shielding for the safety of patients and staff. And finally, Seventh-day Adventists teamed up with Fiji government efforts to bring to attention to an unearned escalating health issue during the country's National Diabetes Awareness Week. In Fiji, diabetes alone causes 1/4 of deaths, which is very significant and is about 1,500 per year, the highest rate in the entire world. The event marked the opening of a series of week-long educational activities and health services leading up to World Diabetes Day. The events were organized by Diabetes Fiji International in partnership with Hope Clinic, the Ministry of Health Medical Services Fiji, and international partners, which includes ADRA Australia. In conjunction with the Awareness Week, a team from Granite Hilltop Adventist Church in Sacramento, California, provided free medical services at the Deuba campground, performing several minor surgeries and offering dental and eye care to the local community. The Adventist News Network reports that during the Health Focused Week, the Fiji mission, represented by Pastor Nason Lutunaliwa, President, and Dr. Aquila Tawovu, Hope Clinic Director, announced plans for a new clinic in Nakavika, Namosi. Founded by the American Church, the proposed clinic will include 4 consultation rooms, a delivery room for surgeries, and 3 beds for patients needing overnight stays. On that note, we end the bulletin, but just before we go, let's recap on stories that made headlines. Government says it is saddened by the death of a 15-year-old boy who was shot at by ZNS officer in Mufulira's Kankoyo area. The Bank of Zambia has increased the monetary policy rate points to 11.0%. The Food Reserve Agency says it has paid all farmers who supplied it with crops in this year's crop marketing season. And Adventist initiatives support Fiji's fight against diabetes and enhance healthcare access. Thank you so much for your time. I'm Bright SINKOZI. On behalf of the entire studio and production team, George KALIMUKWA is our sign language interpreter. God bless as you keep watching Hope Channel Zambia television that changes lives, which is part of the Hope Media world over. From all of us, it's bye for now.